For decades, Coldplay has been one of the biggest rock bands on the planet. Now they're back with new music and a record-breaking world tour. Anthony Mason caught up with them on the road.
Dublin's Grafton Street was mobbed last month when word spread that Coldplay was coming. To shoot the video for their new single. I was a little nervous for you there in the beginning.
Yeah, but you have to just trust in the goodness of people and the proficiency of the police.
Lead singer Chris Martin was joined by collaborators Burna Boy, Teeny, Eliana, and Little Sims.
The five of us actually had never actually played the song in the same place before.
Wow.
So our first time doing it was on the street in the middle of all those people.
Coldplay was in Dublin for 4 sold-out nights at Croke Park on their Music of the Spheres World Tour. With ticket sales topping more than 10 million and box office of over $1 billion, Billboard has crowned it the biggest rock tour of all time. You guys are in the middle of literally a record-breaking tour. Does it feel like that to you?
Sometimes it's hard to see the wood for the trees, you know.
It was definitely extremely loud last night.
Yeah.
We're aware that we're having such a great time. We're really enjoying ourselves, and so it's been amazing. It really has.
Drummer Will Champion, bassist Guy Berryman, guitarist Jonny Buckland, and Martin haven't always felt the love, especially in the early years. But critics who once asked, why does everyone hate Coldplay, are now calling them the 21st century's defining band. What's interesting to me now is it seems like you've kind of been fully embraced, even by the music critics.
Well, you're very sweet. I mean, that's just not true. But
I don't think you're ever fully embraced.
yeah.
Well, that is true.
Also, we are really not a rock band. So when we're judged by those parameters, we're always going to come up short.
Yeah.
One thing I'd say that we've become more comfortable with is just being ourselves.
Their catalog of hits stretches across a quarter of a century.
The truth of it is, some songs arrive fully formed, basically.
Yeah.
And not Johnny's parts or Will's or Guy's parts, but my part. And those are the rarest, but they're always the best, the ones that I had least to do with.
But sometimes they're the hardest to produce because you don't want to ruin them.
Do you typically feel it right away that it's...
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. The songs of ours that have connected with the most people,
Yeah.
they connected with me first. I was like, oh, this is really good, really good.
And it was all yellow.
A song called Yellow.
Yes, that song, yeah.
Viva la Vida.
I used to rule the world.
Fix You.
I will try to fix you.
All of the big ones.
Yeah.
Sky Full of Stars. They just land, so in a strange way you're listening to it you're the first person to listen to it. That's what it feels like. With the song We Pray, we were in Taiwan on tour about 10 months ago. I think it was after a show, and I woke up in the middle of the night. This song was just in my head, called We Pray.
And so we pray for someone to come and show
And it said, you have to get out of bed and do this now.
shelter and some records to play. I will be singing by right.
You sang that with all of the contributors last night for the first time on a stage. How does it feel when you put a song like that out there in that moment?
To have heard a song in the middle of the night in Taiwan, and then 10 months later it's on stage in Dublin. I mean, that's in itself an amazing journey.
I'm praying on your love. We pray with every breath.
How early did you start writing songs?
The first one arrived when I was about 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a day off in Dublin, Martin told us he's always writing, even while on the road.
Yeah, and we have a studio backstage. And
You do? Wow. Every morning he sits down to write free form. You write whatever you're thinking about.
I do that as a way of staying sane.
Yeah.
For 12 minutes in the mornings, I write anything that's in my head, and it's often very terrible
Yeah.
and very depressed or very anxious, or all of the stuff that you don't really want anyone else to hear, but you need to release.
Yeah.
So I do that for 12 minutes, and then I burn it.
You literally light it on
Yeah.
fire.
Or tear it up and flush it away.
Yeah.
And it just kind of gets rid of so much nonsense.
Yeah.
Definitely helps in a band too, because in the old days we would have a lot more tension and a lot more volatility,
Yeah.
but that's calmed down a lot.
There is an incredible sense of community in your concerts.
I think this is the point where we are most happy. I think we got to that point by being in a band for 25 years.
Yeah.
And then finally sort of it all clicking into place.
Is that just a process of time?
No, I think it's a process of time and hard work, you know.
Yeah.
We've worked quite hard on how we communicate with each other and giving each other space. We tour a lot slower now.
Yeah.
We only do about 65 shows a year, which isn't that many.
It feels like I'm falling in love.
Coldplay's new record, Moon Music, is the band's 10th studio album. You said you'd release your last album in 2025, was that right?
It was right and it was wrong. Like most things I say.
You've said that a number of times.
It was
though.
ambitious.
It was ambitious. No, we are only going to do 12 proper Coldplay albums, but we're a little bit behind.
Yeah.
Not too far behind.
We're asking for an extension.
Yes.
Why 12 albums?
That's just what it's supposed to be. I don't think anyone needs more than that from us. The Beatles did 12.
Do you guys have other things you want to do? Is that part of this?
Not at all. We'd like to keep playing live and...
So that goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That gets better and better.
Yeah.
We don't want to stop Coldplay.
You can't stop Coldplay.
Lights will guide you on, and ignite your bones.
Chris Martin says he has to keep sprinting across stadiums.
To fix you.
Why do you have to?
I think it's like asking an apple tree, why does it make apples? That's because that's what I was made to do. And also, I'm really happy doing it.